Alrighty everyone, so today is Vlogtober day 22, so I've had a bit of an excitement. I've had a bit of an exciting day to this morning. So this morning I went to go get my COVID booster shot, and even though like for the CDC 18 plus you are eligible if you meet some of the health conditions or if you work at a high risk environment such as a school. And I do have an underlying like neurological disorder that does make me qualify for that, but also I am technically an employee of the university, so I was able to get it. So I had that this morning, but when I was driving to CVS to get the shot, all of a sudden, like when I was at the light turning to go into the parking lot, like my car started to shake and I could smell gas and the car completely died. So luckily I like pulled into the parking lot as this happened, so I was able to park, and I was like, it could have been a lot worse, but I'm happy that it was relatively safe. Like I was in a safe like environment when this happened. But yeah, my dad came and we the car was able to start after like 15 minutes after I went into CVS to get my booster shot. But yeah, it worked fine after that. So we brought it. It drove no problems after that. It started. It was fine. We drove it to the garage to get it looked at, and they just called and said it was something with the purge valve for the fuel vacuum. So it wasn't bringing any air in. So it created like a very big vacuum in the back, and it essentially burped, and it kind of overwhelmed the engine, so that hence why the car stopped. But it's a very easy fix, so they said based on when they can get the part, they probably could finish it today, which is good news, so I'm very pleased about that. But yeah, so that was my excitement today, and so we had to reschedule Tucker's vet appointment. It was supposed to be at 11, but the car that we had at home wasn't big enough for Tucker to go in, so he now has to go to the vet for his pre-op blood work on Wednesday. So he doesn't know what he got out of today, but he's happy about that. But in the meantime, I edited a Vlogtober, have it up and ready to go for tomorrow, and then I've been working on a IRB proposal, so my goal is to get that done today, and then I can send it to my advisor to look at. I said I would have these done by the end of the month, and if I can get them done a little bit earlier, that would be even better. But it is now lunchtime right now, and I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna have some leftovers, and I saw the mail truck go by as well, so Tucker and I will get the mail together. But I'm hoping this weekend will be a little bit more kind of fall feels. So tomorrow we are planning on going to the pumpkin patch / apple orchard. It's supposed to be a little bit rainy tomorrow, but I think we should be okay. So we're gonna do that tomorrow, and then I'm going out to dinner with my friend and all that stuff. But I think it's just gonna be a relaxing weekend. I think it's supposed to be a dreary weekend too, so nothing, you know, too exciting besides the pumpkin patch. But we went there last year and it's very pretty, so I think that will be good as well. But yeah, aside from some excitement today, I'm happy, you know, things are starting to settle down, and that at least for the car repair it isn't too expensive. It's like $200, which is still pretty expensive, especially because I've had to get my tire replaced, my bed broke, and I had to get a new box spring, which each of those were like $200. So I feel like this is like my third thing that has cost $200 within the last few weeks. So I'm thinking my bad luck is done. So yeah, it's just been an expensive month between like my medical bills for this, so I'm hoping that November will not be too intense money wise. But yeah, that's kind of my general plan for today. Alrighty guys, good news. Tucker, where are you going? Come on. So my car, they were able to fix it. It was something with like a valve that was going off, and it wasn't letting air into the car, so the car basically did like a burp, and it stalled my engine, hence the problem from this morning. So yeah, I apologize for my pimple patches. But yeah, so my dad's gonna drive me to the garage. It was a bit pricey. It's like $250, which is expensive, so It's just been an expensive October for me of like unforeseen like expenses, but luckily I have an emergency fund. So my dad's gonna take me there, and then on the way back I'm gonna stop by the library. I have a hold that I need to pick up. But I ended up finishing my proposal today, which was really good. I actually finished it a lot earlier than I was expecting. So I sent that to my advisor to go and look at. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm just gonna play out here with Tucker and, just kind of, enjoy myself before we need to go. Hello everyone, welcome to day 23 of Vlogtober. So besides my car stopping and all that, they were able to fix it, and yeah, I'm happy that was all sorted out and they were able to fix it that same day. So I have my car back now, which is really good. But yesterday was a good day. I got a lot of stuff done. I was able to finish my proposals, which was really good, and I sent it off to my advisor to look at before I send it to the surgeon that we're collaborating with. So I'm happy I got that done. And then we just had a nice dinner, but I was definitely starting to feel the COVID shot symptoms around 9 p.m., which is the 12-hour mark, and that happened with my second dose. So I know everyone's been very different with how they responded to the vaccine, and so for me, I just had really bad body aches and a little bit of a fever, but that went away around 3 a.m. I want to say, and right now it's just my arms sore and I have some lymph node swelling. So I'd say for me it was on par of what my second dose was like, but again, everyone is kind of different. So I'm very lucky though that my symptoms are pretty mild. I know my sister and my mom had it really bad, so I think just everyone is different. So I'm lucky that at least for me it was pretty, not too bad in terms of the symptoms. It could have been a lot worse. So yeah, so that was kind of yesterday, and then today we're gonna go to the pumpkin patch / apple orchard. It is a dreary day outside, but we do have a break in the rain. I don't think it'll start up until later in this afternoon, so that will be good. I think I'll just get a little pumpkin and I'll try to do it, carve it with my left hand, so we'll see how that goes. But we're gonna get some lunch afterwards. This is the place we went to last year that is really cute. It's a countryside orchard, which is really cute and has a nice indoor store as well. So yeah, we'll do that, and then other than that, I have no plans for the rest of the evening. I am meeting my friend for dinner later that evening, but other than that, I don't really have any plans. Last night though, let me grab my book. I did end up finishing The Witch's Heart, and I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. I feel like it suffered from a lot of pacing issues, and the first half of the book was so dull and boring, not a lot happened. But I will say the second half of the book, where it goes into part 2, was from this part, was really well done. It was just there was a lot of pacing issues, but I did really enjoy the ending and how everything wrapped up, even though it wasn't very, you know, happy. I still really liked the ending. I think the author did a really good job with that. I think it just could have been edited down, especially the first part. It could have been edited down just a lot more, just because like literally not a lot happens. So yeah, this was my first foray into Norse mythology, and my friend, he did tell me that Norse mythology is a little bit strange, and I agree with him. So yeah, besides that, like I said, I did really enjoy the ending, and this was very much stepping outside my comfort zone, so maybe I'll pick up more mythology books in the future. But I did really like I said, I enjoyed the ending of this. It was just the first half of the book really dragged on, and so hopefully I'll be able to find this one at the ebook version from the library, and it is When the Stars Go Dark by Paula Mclean, and I'm really excited for this one. It's like a murder mystery, and I feel like I haven't read one of those in a while, like a standalone murder mystery, so that will be good. And this one is fairly short as well. I feel like I didn't read a lot this month, but when I was looking at my shelf, I'm like, these books, like especially like The Secret History and Crooked Kingdom, were pretty big books, like over 500 pages, so I've actually done pretty well reading wise. So this is book 5, so that is pretty good, actually pretty impressive. But hopefully they'll be able to have this one at the library, and I'll pick this one up. But yeah, that's kind of my general plan for today for reading stuff and, you know, family fall activities and all those things.
Gathered by the sea, sand people anxiously. Not once did speak to me. When tides came, did not flee. They each spoke the same, had the same dreams, same pain and same feelings. Staring at the sea and what was left of me. Found out, they tried to shout, but when in doubt, the facade of the sea staring back at me. Each led like sheep, stepped foot to sea, drowning oh so patiently. Sand people sit and wait anxiously.
Alrighty everyone, so welcome to day 24 of Vlogtober. It's a little bit after 10 o'clock now. I've been up for a little bit, but yesterday, as you guys saw, was a fun day. We went to the apple orchard and we got our pumpkins and we carved them, and I did mine with my left hand, which was a little bit challenging, so mine wasn't looking the best, but at least I did it, so I'm proud about that. And then I went out with my friend and I had a really good time, and then I came back, but throughout even yesterday I felt like I was still having some of the booster side effects. So I looked on like the CDC website and they say that the booster side effects are very similar to the second one, but this one is way worse than I had for the second one. Basically the symptoms were over with my second dose, were over in 24 hours. I just had like a mild fever and chills, but this time around I not only had that within the first 12 hours, but I also had some last night, which was kind of around the 36-hour mark. But I've never shook that much, like had chills so much where I was like shaking for so long. Like my body is sore just from all that shaking. And so then I went from like freezing to like super hot, so I'm still kind of having some of the side effects now. I'm at the point where I'm like pretty hot right now, so it's just been a roller coaster of side effects this time around. So yeah, I think that's just normal. Everyone's just a little bit different, but man, oh, last night was rough. But I'm happy that I was able to get a booster, and you know, I have better protection for myself and for those around me. So this is a small price to pay than for getting COVID or getting COVID to someone else. So even though yesterday was not fun, especially in the evening with literally like shaking so hard, it's, you know, a small price to pay in the long run, so I'm okay with that. But because, like I said, I've been kind of feeling a little bit off since the booster, I'm just gonna take it easy today. I'm just going to read. I'm about 60 pages into When the Stars Go Dark, and I do like it so far. It's a bit of a slow burn, and I think the author, like the narrator, purposely leaves out some information. You're trying to get the pieces of the puzzle together, but it follows this girl who has kind of like suffered a lot of trauma in her life. She was a foster child, and she ends up getting adopted by this family in this town in California. And while she was there, there was this girl that went missing and was found strangled in the woods, and that kind of like scarred the town. And now she's visiting this town as an adult, like 20 years later, and there's kind of some eerily similar things going on as well that are kind of reminiscent of that case, so she gets involved with that. So I think I always like those kind of cold cases that tie into like the past and like all those things. So yeah, so far I really like it, but my goal is to, maybe I could even finish it today because the chapters are pretty short, so I can go through it pretty quickly. So if I actually like sit down and get some stuff done, I think I could actually finish it. So yeah, besides that though, I just have no plans for today, which I think is how it should be, because like I said, I feel like my body has been put through the ringer these past like 48 hours. Alrighty everyone, so it is Monday morning now, and I apologize for looking a little bit rough. I did my bath, but it's hard to wash my hair with my one hand, so my mom helps me with that. But yeah, yesterday, like I said, I still was kind of getting some of the side effects, but around kind of mid-afternoon was when I started to feel a lot better, which is really good. So yeah, I just took it really easy. Me and my mom watched a couple episodes of Gilmore Girls, and my brother went out and bought his first like car by himself, so, or like he purchased his own car. My dad went to help with him, but that is really exciting for him. So he took us for a little ride around the neighborhood, which was really nice. So it was exciting for him to kind of like go through this major milestone. But yeah, so we kind of did that, and then I went to bed pretty early. Like I said, I was pretty kind of wiped out yesterday. So but nevertheless, I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. We did get some, you know, Halloween festivity stuff with pumpkin patches and carvings and all those things. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.